Here's something the news even missed. We keep a lot of cash in country where we are at war. And yes, a ton of cash was left in Afghanistan when we were rushing our ass out of there. That is a lot of cash that a terrorist is just probably gonna go spend now. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Heavy Duty Country. I hope everyone's having a great week. People in Afghanistan are not. So I don't think it's any secret that Sleepy Joe and his whole administration have completely screwed up. In my opinion, if they don't fix any of the stuff that they've screwed up, Biden will go down as the worst president ever. Worse than Obama, worse than any of them. And for me, I get mistakes happen. But when you lose my respect and the respect of the American people as a whole, is when you don't take responsibility for what you've done. It's pretty much the definition of being a human being. When you screw up, you own it, you fix it, you figure it out. But what we have here in America is a perfect storm. It's no secret that Sleepy Joe is close to incompetent. It's not a joke anymore. He is close to incompetent. Why do you think he makes a speech and doesn't answer any questions afterwards? Because every single detail that he says to the public is scripted. Have y'all seen him try to answer questions when he's not scripted?
If you're elected, how you gonna make your administration accessible?
I was one of the people who voted for the original American Disabilities Act.
It's a perfect storm because Lazy Joe makes decisions for all of us, and then he can't even go and back them up. And when he does, he goes to some soft news company and talks to them. And clearly it's all scripted.
We're going to go back in hindsight and look, but the idea that somehow there's a way to have gotten out without chaos ensuing, I don't know how that happens. I don't know how that happened.
So what you're saying is you had no plan in order to get our people out of Afghanistan and the people who helped us there without causing chaos. That sounds like a kindergartner made the plan. I'll tell you how you should have done it right now. When you're exiting a country that you've been at war with for 20 years, in order to get our people out, you need to send more there to facilitate it. What do you think the enemy was thinking when they saw everybody evacuating? All right, it's our turn, let's go. You need more personnel there to make sure everybody gets out before they take over the land. You need more military personnel there to get our weapons out. The billions of dollars that we've spent there. Oh, but no. Nancy Pelosi says it's normal to leave billions of taxpayer dollars in country for terrorists to now use.
The U.S. withdrawal left tens of billions of dollars worth of U.S. military equipment in the hands of the Taliban. There were helicopters, guns, ammunition. How much has that raised the threat of future terrorist attacks, this well-armed Taliban?
So this is what happens when you withdraw. Some equipment is left there.
Oh, so this is just what happens. No, this is what happens when you have a president in office who has the intelligence of a rhinoceros. That's what happens, Pelosi. Go get your hair cut. Stop talking, please. There was 100% a way to do this, to not have chaos. And then on top of this, the administration is saying, oh no, the Taliban's gonna cooperate and all this stuff. They are terrorists. You're treating them like they're just some old grandmother on the side of the road handing out flowers.
A top State Department official says the Taliban is breaking its promise and blocking Afghans from reaching the airport. And the U.S. Embassy is warning it cannot ensure safe passage to the airport.
Are we surprised that they're not cooperating? Are we surprised that they're blocking the airport? I mean, this is straight amateur hour. Here's the reality of this. There are still thousands of Americans in Afghanistan, stranded. There are still thousands of Afghan people who helped us during that war stranded there. Now, until those two groups are out of country, and you bet your ass we better get our Americans out first before the Afghan people who helped us. I don't want to hear anything about visas. This is not an opportunity to grant safe passage to immigrants. Do it after we get our people out. Biden should be impeached. He's not fit for office. This is dereliction of duty. He's put so many Americans in harm's way, it's absolutely ridiculous. And if we get out of this without one American being hurt or killed, I will be very surprised. I mean, look at this. I mean, this is how bad it is in Afghanistan. Mothers are just throwing their babies over a wall to soldiers. I don't know, maybe I'm ridiculous, but it would take pretty much everything for me to give my newborn child over to somebody I have no idea who they are. It's gotta be a very bad situation, almost to the point where it's like, all right, I'm gonna die, save my kid. That's pretty much the only scenario where I would do that. But that's probably the situation there. If one American dies out there from this, if one American is injured out there from this, Biden should be impeached and he should be criminally charged